What's going on YouTube? So I tried to just make this ISS video, packet distributing. It took spend about 45 minutes, and it ended up raining. So I figured I was going to try to do at least a couple of reviews. It's been at least a week since I posted a video. But yeah, so we're going to do a few reviews of products that I've kind of purchased. So the first one is going to be the Baofeng AA battery extended case. So I've got this in the mail a few weeks ago, and it's been a neat little product. Now, in comparison, this is the battery that comes with the Baofeng, and it's kind of small. Once you get it up on the Baofeng, it looks, the Baofeng's, it pretty much squares right up with the bottom there. So it's a nice battery. It does what it's supposed to do. There's no complaints. But I needed something that was going to, I go out in the field a lot with like military exercises and this and that. And I needed something where I could just buy a bunch of batteries, put them in there if I need to, if I run out, and not have to worry about charging or anything like that. If I have a giant pack of AA batteries, then they'll always be there for me, and especially in prepping situations if you may not have time to or the power to go and charge a rechargeable battery, but if you have enough AA batteries, you can slap them in there and you'll be good to go. So I bought this particular extended case off of one of those sketchy eBay Chinese sellers, and it was about $5. And I think they're all the same there on eBay. They all do the same thing. And there's no instructions that came with it. So the first thing I did was slap 6 batteries in here, and you'll see that it comes with this other part here. Those just kind of go together. They go together. They kind of slide together. I'll just do that again so you guys can see. This part right here will slide up, and then they just kind of clamp together, just like that. So I take this, and you take it in the bottom and just slide it up in there, and as you can see, it snaps up in there. And honestly, I really like the look of this thing. It extends the Baofeng. To me, the Baofeng it's kind of small, but this right here, it just makes it feel more sturdy. Like there's a lot more to hold there. It's a little bit heavier, and I'm kind of a fan of that. So as I was saying, the first thing that I did when I bought this battery case was I put 6 AA batteries in there. And if you turn on the radio, the Baofeng radio, and you hit the 0 button and hold it in, it'll actually display your battery's voltage. So mine is actually 7.5 volts right now. In each of those batteries, you only need 5 batteries. If you put too many batteries in there, your radio will turn on, it will receive, but it will not transmit, because it's not the right voltage for the radio. It's more. So what you need to do is you need to get a dummy battery, and for one of those batteries that are in there, and just to show you guys how to take this thing off, there's a little push button here. You push it in and just pull it apart. Now really, you just need to replace one of these batteries with a dummy battery. Now it can be a battery without a load on it. What I did is I had a battery that was completely dead, and I just slipped it in there. I think it's this one right here. I checked it with the voltmeter, make sure it was completely dead, and I put that battery in there, and that brings the voltage down to what you need it to be. Now there's different ways that you can achieve this. You can buy the dummy battery, which I'm sure they're super cheap online. You can slap a dead battery in there, but really the important part is it needs to complete the circuit. So if you can get some type of wire in there that can support the current that goes across it, just to complete the connection from this battery to the bottom contact down here, that's all you really need. But I put that dead battery in there. It measures about 7.5 volts, and whenever I put this battery in to the radio and turn it on and hold in the 0 button, it measures about 7.2, as you can see here. So as like a side-by-side comparison. Let's see, get this thing back on here. Side-by-side comparison, yeah, it is quite a bit larger. From my time using it, it's been super handy. The fact that it was only like $5 is awesome. I mean, that's a nice little functionality. You kind of take power for granted when you can't recharge things, and especially one of the main reasons for using a ham radio is, you know, when shit hits the fan, you're not going to be able to recharge things. You're only going to be able to rely really on what you have, unless you have some type of backup generator. But if you have some AA batteries laying around, that'll get you up and running. And I think that's the most important part. Me going out on my field exercises is kind of an example. Like, I go out there, this battery, if I'm using it a lot, it might last a few hours, might last a day. But if I have a backpack and it's got full AA batteries, I only need 5 to power this thing. That's going to last a long time. And it seems like it holds up well. It sticks into the Baofeng radio well. It really snaps in there. And it's a great, I mean, it's great. It's a great little addition to your already cheap radio, and it's something that I think every prepper should have around, because you're gonna want some batteries or something. You're gonna want some type of backup power, and this is the cheapest and easiest way to do it, assuming that you can store the AA batteries long enough to where they'll still be useful whenever the time comes. But this has been my review of the AA battery extended battery case for the Baofeng. If it's pretty much any of these standard Baofeng models, including like the UV5R, the UV5RT, UV5R Plus, this is the Baofeng F8HP. If it's all of them, and you just got to remember to make sure you get that one battery replaced. You don't want to stick 6 batteries in there, because you're not going to be able to transmit. Anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, rate, and comment, and there'll be more on the way.